What are we doing this morning?
Driving 2 hours to go look at another bus.
Why are we looking at another bus?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Are we crazy? Do you think we're crazy, Canyon Boy? What about you, Summit? Do you think we're crazy? Yeah. We are at a dog park, really close to where we're about to go look at a short bus. The doggies are eating their dinner. They just had a good time playing at the dog park. This is a couple-hour drive, so we wanted to give them a little break. And we're about to go look at this short bus. It's a 5-window, so it's a lot shorter than the bus we are currently living in. But we're really excited to go look at it, see what happens. I will keep you guys updated. Did you boys have a good dinner? How do you feel?
Huh?
How do you feel?
Excited?
Excited. How do you boys feel? Good, because you got full bellies. We're going on a test drive.
See how it does.
It's a lot quieter than our bus starting up. We can actually talk in here.
That's before insulation and sound bending. 91,000 miles.
And a really good engine.
Duramax engine, Allison transmission.
2008, so it's a lot newer than our bus.
It's a lot smaller.
It's a lot smaller. From the driver's seat back, there's 13 feet, and our bus is 36 feet. So it's a big difference there. But it's a lot more maneuverable. You'll be able to fit in regular parking spots. Tell us everything you looked at, Hunter. When you're looking at a bus, what should you be looking for? What should you do?
The biggest thing you want to look out for is rust on the actual frame and body. Because you can't, if you have to compare two different buses and one has rust and the other doesn't, the one that isn't rusty is always better.
Always take it for a test drive like we're doing right now.
Listen to the engine, check all the fluids, feel how the transmission shifts.
Crawl under the bus, that's what Hunter was just doing.
On a lot of buses, like our current bus, they have metal fuel tanks and they're notorious for rusting and then starting to leak out of pinholes. This bus has a plastic tank, so it'll never rust.
It's crazy how quiet this thing is. We're used to yelling at each other in the bus, and we're just talking at a normal voice level, and it's just crazy that we can hear each other. What do you think?
I think it drives great.
13 feet. Everything in our bus is going to have to be cut down in size. How's she driving?
The ride is great. The suspension is super comfortable. I'm hitting bumps and stuff, and it soaks them right up. I'm trying to. It has a lot of power with the Duramax. Transmission feels good.
It's a lot different than our bus. The road is right there. We're so high up in our bus, and I can look down here, and it's just right there. It's crazy.
It's also one thing. The step is nicer getting in and out, but there's less ground clearance.
There's a lot less ground clearance.
In our bus, we can drive almost anywhere off road and go into boondock spots and never worry about hitting underneath.
We're basically rock crawling in our bus.
All the time.
All the time. And then this one, yeah, it's a lot lower. We have to be careful with where we actually boondock, and we'd be limited there. It's like you have more options. You'd have more options for parking in parking spaces and going to any place you want to, except for when it comes to boondocking, because we don't have the ground clearance, so another thing to account for. This is really exciting. The first time we've looked at a short bus, driven a short bus, really thought about it.
And you can drive it just like a truck. I mean, it's like I can make that turn into the driveway, and it's like
we could take this everywhere. We wouldn't be towing a Jeep to break off and then take places. This is just what we take everywhere. it's important to check it all out. It's always crazy to us when we hear about people that buy vehicles without seeing it or driving it or really looking into it. So it's something that's really important, and it can save you money too. What do you think, boys?
New bus.
You ready to have a third of the space and be crammed in this small bus with us?
We don't know about that.
So this bus over here is the one that we just bought. This is another one we were looking at. It was very tempting because the front step is a lot wider. The ceiling is 2 inches taller, and the length is 1.5 feet longer. So this one feels a lot bigger. It might not look that different in the video. It feels a lot bigger, but it's a little older. It has a lot more miles. So we decided to go with the other one, but this one is a really nice bus. I'm sure someone is gonna come by it and be really happy with it. We also peeked inside this bus. We weren't seriously considering it just because we have a certain length we're thinking about. But this bus is awesome. This is like the perfect compromise of a smaller bus than ours, but still a ton of space. Lots of space. And there's already some seats gone because of the wheelchair lift. There are some really nice buses here, and we're glad we found this guy on Facebook Marketplace because it seems like he is really picky about which ones he gets from auction to resell. They all have good engines, they're all in pretty good shape, and it's really nice to be able to look in multiple and walk through a couple different buses and get a feel for different sizes before you really pick one. So that's something to think about, is if the person who has the buses you're looking at has multiple, it's always nice to compare. What are you doing? Trying to get away with putting our Vermont tags on this bus to drive it home?
Why are you gonna tell people that in the video? We're not doing anything.
That's not what we're doing. I was just being sarcastic.
We're not doing anything. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do. We're sitting here looking at the inside while Hunter takes care of the license plates. Everything just looks so much newer than our bus, even though it's only a 7-year difference. Another thing that's really exciting to us is that even though this is a lot less space and we are giving up almost 2/3 of our bus space versus the current one that we have right now, is the cost of building it is going to be a lot less, and it's going to take a lot less time. So that is something that's really exciting. We'll be able to go more places, we'll have less space, but building it out won't take nearly as long or as much money. Come here! Oh yeah, that was cute! That was cute! Oh, our dogs are jealous. What are you doing? Adorable. Yeah, well it'll be cute of them meeting. Are you making friends? After buying the bus, we stood around to talk for a while. The dogs quickly made friends, and so did we. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Derek Artz. I'm from Hagerstown, Maryland. For all of your school bus needs on the East Coast, give me a call. I can find what you're looking for usually pretty quick and go from there.
Awesome. How'd you get into selling buses?
Me and my brother were looking at making a party bus, and my brother found one online and wound up buying it pretty cheap, and I progressed from there. It was in 2013, and I sold the party bus in 2020 in April, and have been buying and selling schoolies or school buses since 2017.
Have you ever thought about converting one yourself?
Me and my brother have talked about doing one, but maybe in the future. It's my commitments on the farm and day job kind of limits my travel to 2 weeks or so at a time.
What do you really zero in on when you're picking which buses that you want to buy to try and sell?
Like I said, I've been buying, I guess, originally since 2013. So there's key locations I know that do better maintenance programs and keep things nicer. They have better drivers and take care of them. And also how much driving they have in the salt. You can buy ones from New Jersey. They're gonna have high miles and be rusted out, where if you buy them from where I buy them from, they're better shape. And when I'm looking at them online, I never go see them in person. It's just a gut feeling. I have a pretty good gut and I've learned to trust it very well. Like this one, looked at it, said yes, I'm buying it.
If someone's looking to buy another one of the awesome buses that you have, how should they contact you?
Get in touch with me via Facebook, or you can contact my business page. It's in development. It's Artz Enterprises, ARTZ Enterprises, and I'll get back to you. Send me what you're looking for and your budget, and we can go from there.
It was a pleasure working with these guys, and if you are interested in contacting them regarding purchasing a bus, all the information is in the description below.
What do you think, boys? What do you think, Canyon? Huh? What do you think about it?
We stayed there for a while just chatting. It seems as though every aspect of our bus life journey leads us to meeting great people.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We just got the bus, we are pulling out, and our new friends recommended a pizza place, so we're gonna go celebrate by eating some pizza. And there goes Hunter in our new shorty. Last night we had some awesome pizza that we enjoyed in a Walmart parking lot, and then we drove 2 hours back home. We actually didn't get here until around midnight, so we were just wiped out. We fell asleep, and then this morning it does not feel real that I'm sitting in our short bus right now. It's like, did that really just happen? But we're really excited about it, and there is no question about the purpose of this one. It is Summit's moving the camera. He wants the attention instead of me talking to the camera.
I see you, Summit. I see you, buddy.
There is no question about this one. We know what we're gonna do with it. It is for us, for sure. We're really excited about it. It's gonna be a big change given that it is a little less than half the size of our bus on the inside, but we're really excited and looking forward to it. If you're wondering why are we even doing this, our bus has been perfect and amazing for us and everything we've done so far, but we have a big year to year and a half of traveling planned, and for that trip specifically, you'll have to stay tuned to see what it's gonna be, but we're thinking that a short bus will just be better for that trip. Stay tuned if you would like to come along for the adventure that we have planned once we are moved into this bus.
Be free.